Imagine you're like scrolling through houses on your phone at midnight. The glow of the screen is literally the only light in the room. You find a place you like, ask a quick question in that little website chat box about property taxes, and then you just go to sleep.
Right, just a casual late night doom scroll. We've all been there.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But then by 9 a.m. the next morning, a real estate agent is calling you, and they're already pitching properties that perfectly match your exact, completely unstated criteria.
Yeah, it feels like magic.
Right. You might think it's serendipity. You might just think,
Nah.
wow, this is a really proactive agent. But the reality, by the time you picked up that phone, an artificial intelligence had already scored your intent, tracked your digital body language, and basically handed that human agent a mathematically optimized script.
The classic firm handshake of real estate is, well, it's quietly being entirely replaced by algorithms. We are looking at a landscape where the human element is becoming the very last mile of the transaction.
The last mile. I love that.
Yeah, because the entire foundation, the relationship building, the qualification, it's all governed heavily by code long before a human voice ever enters the picture.
Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are pulling from a single, highly focused blueprint today, specifically designed for you, our listener, to sort of cut through the noise of modern technology.
It's a fascinating document.
It really is. It's an excerpt from a training manual or a course titled The Architect of Automated Real Estate Intelligence. We are specifically focusing on Module 6, which is AI for lead generation and chat automation. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack this blueprint and understand exactly how artificial intelligence is being architected to completely transform how real estate professionals interact with potential buyers.
And setting the stage here, the source text itself is remarkably concise. I mean, it reads almost like a technical blueprint, mostly just bullet points.
Yeah, very dry at first glance.
Right. But when you synthesize those points, it reveals a profound three-step funnel. It's mapping out a system designed to handle the initial cold contact, then move into sustained, personalized nurturing, and finally culminate in a high-level predictive strategy. Okay, let's unpack this, because the manual starts right at the front line, right? Website chatbots.
The digital front door.
Exactly. And discussing lesson 6.1, the text lays out three primary functions of these AI chatbots. It says they have to respond instantly, qualify leads, and answer FAQs. So I read this, and initially I just pictured, the ultimate open house greeter.
Yeah, the greeter who never sleeps.
Right. A greeter who never sleeps, never takes a coffee break, and has read every single property brochure in the entire agency's inventory. But I have to push back a little on the text here.
Go for it.
Answering FAQs instantly is great, but does instant actually mean effective? I mean, if I ask a nuanced question about a property's zoning laws, a fast robotic answer is actually way worse than just waiting until morning for a human who actually knows what they're talking about. Well, what's fascinating here is the critical distinction between just answering an FAQ and actually qualifying a lead.
Oh, tell me more about that.
When you synthesize these bullet points from the manual, you see that an instant response isn't really about speed for the sake of customer service. It's the first step in qualification.
Meaning what, exactly?
Meaning it's gathering the initial data required to figure out if you, the lead, are just a casual window shopper or a serious buyer.
Oh, wow. So walk me through how that actually works in practice. Because saying it gathers data sounds, I don't know, a bit abstract. What is the actual mechanism happening behind that little chat window?
So it relies heavily on natural language processing, or NLP. When you type in that chat box, the AI isn't just looking for simple keywords to spit back a pre-written answer. It's performing intent extraction.
Intent extraction.
Right. So let's say you ask, what are the property taxes on this listing? Versus asking, are there good elementary schools nearby?
Two very different questions.
Exactly. The NLP parses those sentences, understands the context, and tags your profile. The first question might trigger an investor tag or a highly analytical buyer tag.
And the second one.
The second immediately triggers a family buyer tag.
Okay, so it's actively sorting me based on the specific phrasing of my late night questions. So if I type, I don't know, I need a place with a big yard for my 2 golden retrievers.
The AI doesn't just see the word yard.
Right, it sees dogs, tags me as pet friendly, assumes I probably need a fence, and maybe weights my profile towards suburbs rather than, a downtown high-rise.
You've got it. It enriches your data profile instantly. It's basically asking a series of invisible questions on the back end while keeping you occupied on the front end. It evaluates the complexity of your vocabulary, the specific amenities you focus on, and even the time of day you are browsing.
Think about the sheer efficiency of that from the business side, right? If you're the listener, think about the last time you tried to get a simple answer about a property online at 11 p.m. You just want to know if a condo has in-unit laundry.
And you get the answer at 11:01 p.m.
Yes, you get what you want. But the business has just instantly qualified you as a warm lead, actively looking at properties late at night with a focus on specific practical amenities. The agent wakes up the next morning not with a massive, unorganized spreadsheet of random site visitors, but with a highly filtered list.
Right. The system has successfully completed the first stage of the funnel. It captured your initial curiosity and converted it into structured data.
And there is an inherent limitation here, right? Because a website chatbot is purely reactive. It just sits there waiting for people to open a browser and navigate to the real estate company's website.
And people don't hang out on real estate websites all day.
Exactly. Once a potential buyer gets their answer and closes that tab, they are gone. So what happens when the real estate intelligence needs to become proactive and enter the client's personal digital space?
Which bridges us directly to the next phase of the blueprint. Lesson 6.2, the Pocket Assistant, WhatsApp automation.
Yes, moving to lesson 6.2. The source outlines the use of AI in WhatsApp, automation for auto-replies, follow-ups, and lead nurturing. But here is where I start to feel some serious friction with the blueprint.
Friction how?
Well, WhatsApp is an inherently intimate personal space. It's where you text your family, it's where your group chats are. If a real estate agent is using auto-replies in WhatsApp, doesn't that risk feeling incredibly robotic and intrusive? Like nobody wants to feel like they are texting a machine in the same app they use to talk to their mom.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the author of this manual anticipates that exact friction. That's why the text explicitly progresses from simple auto-replies to follow-ups, and crucially, to lead nurturing.
Okay, unpack nurturing for me.
Nurturing is basically the antidote to feeling robotic. It implies a sustained, customized interaction over time rather than just blasting automated messages. The stakes in WhatsApp are incredibly high. An email blast has maybe a 20% open rate, right?
If you're lucky.
Exactly. But WhatsApp messages have a 98% open rate. So if you send a bad, spammy message on WhatsApp, the user will instantly block you. And if an agency gets blocked enough times, they get banned from the platform entirely. The AI has to be extremely delicate.
Okay, so a generic, I'm out of the office, auto-reply is a one-way ticket to getting blocked. The AI needs a different approach to survive in your pocket. But I just have to say, the phrase lead nurturing from the text is just so wild to me in this context.
It's a very biological word.
Yes, you nurture a garden. You nurture a child. It implies human care and empathy. Yet here it is, a documented function of automated WhatsApp intelligence. The machine is being programmed to simulate human care.
Simulating customized attention through contextual pacing, yeah. Instead of blasting you with flyers every morning, the AI synthesizes the data it gathered from your initial website visit. Remember the NLP tag that identified you as a family buyer looking for a yard?
Right, for the golden retrievers.
Exactly. The WhatsApp AI won't message you immediately the next morning. It might deliberately wait 3 days, simulating a natural human delay, before sending a very casual message. Something like, hey, a new 3-bedroom just hit the market in your preferred zip code. Thought you might want a first look.
And it feels personal, because the content is hyper-relevant and the timing feels organic. It doesn't feel like a trigger. It feels like an agent who actually remembered your conversation.
The mechanism relies on behavioral triggers. The AI tracks how long it takes you to read a message, whether you click the embedded links, what time of day you are most responsive.
So it's learning my schedule.
Yes. If it notices you consistently only open messages on Saturday mornings, the algorithm dynamically adjusts its schedule to only message you on Saturday mornings. It is pacing the conversation to match your specific rhythm.
Wow. Okay, so the system qualified you instantly on the website and is now nurturing a relationship with you constantly via WhatsApp. But if an entire real estate business is doing this, qualifying leads instantly and nurturing them constantly, they are generating an overwhelming avalanche of data.
Oh, an absolute mountain of it. Every clicked link, every ignored message.
Right. So how does a human agent possibly manage or make sense of all those conversations? They need a centralized brain, which takes us right into lesson 6.3.
The brain of the operation, CRM and AI integration.
Exactly. Diving into Lesson 6.3, the text lists the final triad of AI capabilities: tracking leads, prioritizing clients, and predicting buyer intent within a customer relationship management system, or CRM.
It's where all the data finally converges.
And here's where it gets really interesting. I like to compare the CRM to a digital crystal ball. I mean, tracking leads and prioritizing them makes logical sense to me. That's what databases do.
Yeah.
But I have to push you on this. Predicting buyer intent.
Yeah, that's the big claim.
How can a software system predict that I'm ready to buy a house, maybe even before I've fully decided myself? Sometimes I don't know I'm ready until I physically sign the paper.
This raises an important question regarding the nature of data itself. The prediction isn't magic, it's the mathematical synthesis of the first two modules. The AI can only predict buyer intent because it has been tracking the FAQs answered by the chatbot from Lesson 6.1
Okay, yeah.
and monitoring your engagement levels during the WhatsApp lead nurturing from Lesson 6.2. It uses a mechanism called lead scoring, which operates on weighted vectors. It evaluates both explicit and implicit data.
Okay, break that down for me. What is the difference between explicit and implicit data here, and how does the math actually weigh my actions?
Explicit data is what you voluntarily tell the system. So you type in the chatbot, "My budget is $500,000. The system records that.
Simple enough.
But implicit data is what your behavior reveals. Let's say you told the chatbot your budget is $500K, but over the next 2 weeks on WhatsApp, you spend 45 minutes clicking through virtual tours of homes priced at $750,000.
Oh, I see. The AI knows people lie, or, they're aspirational. My explicit data says one thing, but my implicit clicks tell the truth about what I actually want.
Exactly. The algorithm weights the implicit behavior significantly higher because digital body language rarely lies. The AI assigns a dynamic numerical value, a score, to every single interaction. But not all interactions are weighted equally.
Give me an example.
If you ask a basic FAQ on the website about square footage, the system assigns you, say, 5 points. A week later, you receive a WhatsApp message with a video tour and you open it. That's another 10 points.
Okay, so it's just simple addition so far. I'm accumulating points.
But the AI is also analyzing the velocity of those actions using multipliers.
Velocity multiply.
Yeah. If you open that virtual tour link within 2 minutes of receiving the WhatsApp message, and you spend 12 uninterrupted minutes interacting with the 3D floor plan, zooming in on the kitchen.
Oh, wow, it tracks the zooming.
It tracks everything.
Yep.
And the algorithm applies a velocity multiplier. That single interaction might suddenly be worth 50 points because the speed and depth of engagement indicate high urgency. Conversely, if you ignore 3 WhatsApp messages in a row, your score decays. The points just bleed away.
So the AI is constantly calculating this dynamic score in the background based on the type of questions I ask, the speed at which I reply, and the depth of my engagement.
And the CRM runs this math across thousands of user profiles simultaneously. It uses predictive modeling, comparing your specific point trajectory to vast amounts of historical data.
So it's looking for patterns.
Exactly. The system sees that past clients who exhibited your exact velocity pattern, asking about mortgage rates on a Tuesday, instantly clicking a virtual tour on a Thursday, engaging deeply on a Saturday. It knows that pattern has an 85% probability of making an offer within 14 days.
That is wild.
The system crosses a predetermined mathematical threshold, and that is the precise moment it alerts the human agent.
So for you listening, consider what it really means to be prioritized by an AI like this. When you get a call from a real estate agent and they sound super friendly, asking how your week is, casually mentioning they have the perfect property to show you this weekend, it feels like great timing, right?
It feels like serendipity.
But the reality is the agent might just be calling you because the CRM's algorithm flagged your specific chat history as displaying high buyer intent. You were prioritized by a mathematical vector before the human ever even dialed your number.
The agent is really just stepping in to execute the final step of a strategy that was architected entirely by the machine.
It's incredible. So what does this all mean? We've gone from the instant frontline defense of a website chatbot, moved into the sustained relationship building on WhatsApp, and culminated in the predictive power of an AI-integrated CRM.
It's a complete paradigm shift.
It really is. And I want to remind everyone listening, this text, this blueprint for modern real estate, it's neither inherently good nor bad. We are simply looking at the factual architecture of automated intelligence being deployed in the market today. It's just the reality of how the industry operates now.
It's a powerful tool, undoubtedly. But analyzing this blueprint does leave us with a rather profound implication to consider.
What's that?
Well, think about everything we just unpacked. If an automated system is capable of instantly responding and extracting complex intent and continuously nurturing relationships with contextual pacing
Right.
and mathematically predicting the exact moment you are ready to buy using weighted lead scoring, if the machine is doing all of that, what exactly will be the unique, irreplaceable value of the human real estate agent in the transaction of tomorrow?
Oh, wow. That is the ultimate question, isn't it? If the algorithm is doing the heavy lifting of relationship building, what is left for the human to do? That is definitely something to think about the next time you get a perfectly timed call from an agent. Well, I want to warmly thank you, the listener, for joining us on this custom deep dive. Keep staying curious, keep exploring the architecture of the world around you, and we will catch you next time.